Thank you for tuning in to ECW 2K on the whole effing show on Facebook and Twitch. And tonight, in the main event, the hardcore icon, the Sandman, goes one-on-one with the immortal Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And speaking of legends, the Ultimate Warrior, the leader of the Ultimate Road Warriors, set for action here tonight to kick off ECW 2K. Episode 7. And he is accompanied by the first and only ECW 2K champions, who are set to defend their title at United We Stand against ECW legends and fan favorites, Rolling Thunder, Rob Van Dam and Sabu. The Ultimate Warrior making his in-ring debut here tonight. Up until now, he has been more like the maestro of destruction, instructing Hawk and Animal to demolish every tag team in their path. Ultimate Warrior had made an open challenge earlier today. And dig who's the person who actually accepted the challenge. None other than little old Spike Dudley, the red-headed stepchild of Dudleyville.
Weighing in at 150 pounds, little Spike.
And don't let the size fool you. Spike Dudley has defied the odds over and over in his career, taking down giant after giant to build his reputation as the ultimate underdog in ECW 2K. But has Spike Dudley bit off more than he can chew this time, accepting the open challenge of the Ultimate Warrior? We're about to find out in this opening matchup on the whole effing show on Facebook and Twitch. And if this is your first time tuning in, make sure to hit that like and follow on the page. And here we go, out the gate, Ultimate Warrior. Fall away slam, just manhandling Spike Dudley. But do not underestimate Spike Dudley. Spike Dudley has that ECW home court advantage, surprising the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior having to go out of the ring to recompose himself, but Spike Dudley not giving Ultimate Warrior any time to recover in this matchup. He is staying on the Ultimate Warrior, and that is not a bad strategy. And don't tell me Spike Dudley with the Spike Dudley is wildin'. Spike Dudley with the second Dudley Death Driver, but not enough to keep the Ultimate Warrior down. And Ultimate Warrior, he is infuriated after Spike Dudley trying to have the biggest upset in ECW 2K history. You would have to think Spike Dudley upsetting the Ultimate Warrior in his debut would be a major upset in ECW 2K. Spike Dudley says, do you believe in miracles? Ultimate Warrior though, wait a minute. Ultimate Warrior. Oh my goodness, he just hit him with the Gorilla Press. And 2 Warrior smashes, and that's it. The Ultimate Warrior makes quick work of Spike Dudley. Spike Dudley put up one heck of a fight. But in the end, the Ultimate Warrior is just too much for little old Spike Dudley and the Ultimate Road Warriors. Still unstoppable in ECW 2K. And they make a statement ahead of Hawk and Animal's match with Rob Van Dam and Sabu. Earlier today, Eddie Kingston ran into his arch rival Rey Mysterio's son Dominic Mysterio backstage and proceeded to powerbomb Dominic Mysterio through the windshield of his car. And Eddie Kingston sending a huge message to Rey Mysterio and the rest of the cartel, taking and Rey Mysterio would have to leave to escort Dominic Mysterio to the hospital to get checked on after that brutal assault from Eddie Kingston, leaving his guys, the Cartel, Grand Metalik, and Sin Cara, to go it alone here tonight in their tag team matchup against the Red Hot Steiner Brothers here tonight on ECW 2K. Our thoughts and prayers with Dominic Mysterio after that vicious assault from the leader of the Hit Squad, Eddie Kingston, who remains to be a thorn in the side of Rey Mysterio and the Cartel, now resulting to going after family members. Can the Cartel rebound from the mind games of Eddie Kingston? Tonight they got their hands full against the #1 contenders at the ECW versus AEW All-In pay-per-view set in a few weeks after the United We Stand pay-per-view, where we'll find out who will take on the Steiner brothers at All In when the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, take on Rob Van Dam and Sabu in just 1 week. The United We Stand pay-per-view, it's a cross-promotional pay-per-view. Only the second of its kind between the Whole Effin' Show gaming channel on Twitch and Fresh and Frost TV on Twitch. Fresh and Frost TV, home of Ring of Honor 2K and NXT 2K, set to collide with the Whole Effin' Show's ECW 2K and AEW 2K. And out the gate, the Steiner brothers looking to establish why they are, in fact, the #1 team in line for those tag team title shot following the matchup at United We Stand. And the Cartel, who have unfinished business with the Hit Squad, Santana and Ortiz, Sin Cara and Grand Metalik, definitely will have some matchup somewhere down the line, if not in a 6-man tag match. Nice Hurricane Rana from Sin Cara. Do not sleep on Sin Cara. Or you'll pay for it, and that was nasty. Rick Steiner. Yeah, I don't think Rick Steiner, the dog-faced gremlin, like that at all. Belly-to-belly suplex on the concrete. And this is a backstage type of environment for Sin Cara, who has a history of winning real-life altercations with wrestlers that he would job to on the show. But don't make no mistake about it, the Steiner brothers, they are the real deal. And Rick Steiner tagging in his younger brother, the genetic freak Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner had Sin Cara in a full Nelson. Sin Cara able to escape, but Scott Steiner just overpowering the luchador with follow-up gorilla press slams. Scott Steiner on a roll, man. He is just manhandling Sin Cara, something vicious. Not allowing him to make the tag, showing the experience. But Sin Cara with a dragon leg screw, trying to stop the bigger opponent, but not able to get to his corner. Grand Metalik able to break up the full Nelson. What good back and forth action. This is kind of how a match would play out, so far at least. Grand Metalik, he's fresh in this matchup. And the first time in this matchup, should have the most stamina to play to his advantage. Scott Steiner came in like a wrecking ball of destruction. Man, Scott Steiner been on a roll, but on the outside, that's where this matchup has been to the advantage of the Cartel since linking up with Rey Mysterio Jr. and Lince Dorado. Sin Cara and Grand Metalik, they have been ruthless. They have been downright nasty. And after what happened earlier today with Eddie Kingston attacking the leader's son, even though Dominic Mysterio is not part of the Cartel, I know that has to weigh heavily on the reputation of the Cartel. And that side distraction might cost him in this matchup. If they're too busy worried about Dominic Mysterio, where they have the #1 contenders, the Steiner brothers, staring them across the ring in this matchup. Rick and Scott Steiner, they are just smash mouth. Rick Steiner tried to put Grand Metalik away. Grand Metalik will not go down without a fight. And this is what you want to do if you are hoping to defeat the Steiner brothers. You want to rely on these submission holds. Grand Metalik has a tricky one on Rick Steiner at the moment. Rick Steiner able to find a way to muscle out. But the damage might have been done, as you see Rick Steiner clutching at those ribs and abdominal section that was worked on. Oh, that was nice. Variation of a Death Valley driver from Rick Steiner. And with that put away, Scott Steiner not able to stop Sin Cara from breaking up the count. But he does hit him with a nasty full Nelson suplex. That was a half Nelson suplex, but Grand Metalik in the wrong corner. Sin Cara hurt on the outside. An attack from Rick to Scott Steiner. The Steiner brothers look to be in control at the moment of the cartel. But the cartel, I was about to say, looking deep within, trying to fight off this relentless assault from the Steiner brothers to no avail. A nice back and forth tags from the Steiner brothers. Back and forth counters. But Grand Metalik, wow, didn't do nothing. Rick Steiner just looked at him like, what was that supposed to do? Grand Metalik, not sure what he is thinking. Maybe just trying to run down the endurance of the dog-faced gremlin. And a nice middle rope moonsault from Grand Metalik. Scott Steiner reaching out for the tag. It's a nice back and forth tag team matchup. And this co-main event on ECW 2K episode 7. Oh, that was a nasty spinning power slam from Rick Steiner. And that just might be it. Sin Cara breaks it up at the last moment, but that would have been it, you have to believe. Rick Steiner wasted no time. He is just on him. He smells blood in this matchup. In the amateur that wrestled in Michigan State. Trying to put away the cartel. But the cartel refusing to die here tonight. They are trying to ride the wave of success and momentum that Rey Mysterio has had so far in the King of the Ring tournament, making it to the semifinals. But the Steiner brothers, they have success of their own, and they are trying to ride their momentum to another victory here tonight. And Rick Steiner, man, he is just on a roll. Grand Metalik able to kick out Scott Steiner able to block off Sin Cara that time, but luckily for Sin Cara, Grand Metalik able to kick out on his own. But Rick Steiner, he's calling Grand Metalik to get up. And he's riling up the crowd. Grand Metalik trying to crawl to his corner. Will Rick Steiner stop him? He does. And that just goes to show you the tag team experience of Rick Steiner, not allowing him to crawl to his corner and get that pin. Grand Metalik able to kick out once more on his own. Grand Metalik starting to get a little fired up, and the referee gets knocked down for a moment. Can Grand Metalik hit a big move? And he does. Spinning DDT onto the referee, only in ECW 2K. And Grand Metalik is starting to get fired up a little bit. And Rick Steiner gets up, shoots for a single leg, and then just drops him with the Alabama Slam. Only a 2 count. And this time he's able to tag in Sin Cara. This has been one heck of a tag team matchup. Sin Cara. This is anybody's matchup. Sin Cara with the European uppercut, but Rick Steiner able to catch it that second time around in the signature body slam from Rick Steiner, knocking Grand Metalik out of the corner. And wait a minute, don't tell me Rick Steiner setting Sin Cara up for the Steiner driver. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. And it is the Steiner brothers with another huge victory on ECW 2K. As we look back at the highlights, what a crazy matchup for both. But in the end,
The Steiner brothers.
the brothers that went to college at Michigan State pick up another victory on their road to the ECW Tag Team Title matchup at All In. One thing, it is time for our main event, the hardcore icon. That music can mean only one thing. It is time for our main event, the hardcore icon. The Sandman looks to defend home turf against the Invader, the man responsible for sports entertainment, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, going one-on-one in the main event with the People's Champion of ECW 2K. He is the hardcore icon and arguably the greatest ECW World Champion of all time, the Sandman. Will he be able to do what the legendary Terry Funk was unable to do at the first ever ECW 2K pay-per-view Anarchy Rules, and hand the very egotistical, immortal Hollywood Hulk Hogan his first defeat in ECW 2K. And of course, Hollywood Hulk Hogan only agreed to this matchup under his terms and stipulations. And that would include the main event, along with his own locker room, along with the pay equal to every superstar that was featured on the show here tonight. This egomaniac has run roughshod in every corporation and every brand that he's been on. W2K, he's the man who turned professional wrestling into sports entertainment. And if we're being honest with ourselves and put our own personal feelings aside, he is, without a doubt, the biggest star in the history of professional wrestling, the biggest box office attraction, the biggest headliner, the biggest main event. He is a pop cultural phenomenon, the one and only Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And he doesn't care if ECW is the Sandman's home. He is running roughshod. Let's go. And here we go. And out the gate, Sandman lifted Hulk Hogan up. Flapjack from the hardcore icon, Sandman, showing Hulk Hogan he is not going to be a pushover in this matchup here tonight. And Hogan able to take over on offense. How long will he be able to keep it? Hogan goes for a DDT and immediately for the pin. You're not going to see no flips and dives from Hulk Hogan. He's as old school as they come. But he is a powerhouse with those, what was it, 48-inch pythons he used to call it? This guy is just massive. And Hogan drilling the Sandman with repeated punches to the temple. And now he's choking out the Sandman. And I know the fans are not liking this one bit. The fans are 100% on the Sandman side of this matchup. And the Sandman with the short lariat. Sandman going outside. This is an Extreme Rules matchup. Anything goes. And that should play to the Sandman's advantage. But Hulk Hogan able to catch the Sandman coming back into the ring with the steel chair. Atomic drop from Hogan, but the Sandman able to turn things around in this main event, defending home territory against the Invader, the ultimate Invader at that, and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, the antithesis of ECW. He is everything that ECW is not. And the Sandman laying some strikes into Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Just able to overpower the Sandman. This back and forth. This is a power struggle. Both men see that chair in the ring. You know one of them wants to be able to capitalize and use it in this matchup. You got to figure the first person to do so will have an awfully good advantage and chance of winning this matchup. Shoulder blocks into the abdominal section in the corner from the Sandman to Hulk Hogan. And now Hulk Hogan down for a moment. I'm surprised Sandman not going for that chair. trying to out-wrestle Hulk Hogan. And normally I would say Sandman does not have the advantage in a wrestling matchup, but Hulk Hogan, not necessarily known all that much for his grappling, more so his amazing strength and durability. Underneath the baseball bat, he's gonna beat Hulk Hogan without the weapon and make the big statement by doing so. Hogan able to kick out of the Falcon Arrow, and that was close. We almost saw the Sandman defeat the Hulk Hogan with the Falcon Arrow, and Hulk Hogan is heated, raining down mounted punches, and now kicks to the Sandman. But the Sandman, he's so drunk, he hits a second Falcon Arrow. And Hogan kicks out. I can't believe it. And now the Sandman tossing Hogan from one side of the ring to the other to a Russian leg sweep. And are we just moments away from the Sandman defeating Hulk Hogan? Hogan started to hulk up, and Hogan with a belly-to-belly suplex. And we've seen it countless times. Right when you think Hogan is about to be defeated, he starts to rile up. And Hogan wasted time. What a muck. Hulk Hogan has lit this matchup. Hulk Hogan getting a table. You gotta give him his due. Hulk Hogan's the one who brought the table and the ladder into this matchup. But wait a minute. Sandman, you're in a bad spot here. The big boot. Hogan with the big boot. That might be it. Sandman able to kick out of the big boot, and Hogan can't believe he could have put the Sandman away with the big boot. But now he's stalking the Sandman. And don't tell me, the power slam. We know what that leads to. The leg drop. Is that it? Will Hogan defeat the Sandman on ECW? Hogan defeats the Sandman with the leg drop. Hogan defeats another ECW legend on ECW territory with the leg drop. And the Sandman has nothing to be ashamed about. He put on one heck of a fight and almost defeated Hulk Hogan on more than one occasion, but in the end, after surviving the big boot, he was unable to kick out of the big body slam and leg drop combination. What is this? It's Mr. T. Mr. T has arrived at ECW 2K, and he went straight after Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Mr. T attacking Hollywood Hulk Hogan on ECW 2K, and Hollywood Hogan tried to get away, but he can't. Mr. T is laying the smackdown on Hollywood Hulk Hogan, the person. And two with Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. You could argue started Hulkamania together, and today Mr. T is looking for revenge. He feels betrayed by Hulk Hogan after the words surfaced of Hulk Hogan and Mr. T laying out Hulk Hogan on ECW 2K. Mr. T makes his debut on ECW 2K. And he goes straight after Hulk Hogan. What will this mean for All In? Will it be Mr. T versus Hulk Hogan at All In? The two people who started WrestleMania together will go one-on-one.